Hello and welcome to another one of my instructional videos on how to use Microsoft Teams. This one is going to be about using it with your classes. I'm going to show you some of the functions within the Teams themselves, and we'll go into a little bit of detail as to how you can manage those classes, and we'll look at the different things that you can do with your classes remotely. So I'm going to open up the desktop application of Teams here, and you'll see it's already linked to one of my classes here. If you want to find all your classes, you just need to go to the Teams section itself and it'll bring up all of your teams. I'm going to be using my Year 12 class because that's the one that I've actually started to use with the students itself. So when you click on that specific class, it will come up and it should look something like this. You'll see I already got some posts in mind. These obviously will be empty for you. But at the top here, you've got a little menu and we'll go through what each of these different things mean. But I'm just going to show you some of the general things to do with your classes. If you need to make any amendments, the best thing to do is if you click on this icon here and it brings up your kind of manage teams area. Now there's probably only two things that you'll probably need to look at. That's if you want to add a member to your team. This is really useful if you want to add another staff member from your department or faculty, if you're sharing a class. The other thing you might want to also do is the edit team function. If I just click on that, if you want to change the lovely picture of your team, you can do so there too. You can set some general information. But again, you don't have to. This is all just additional extras. There's one other thing here that you might want to have a little look at, and that is getting a link to the team. This is probably really useful if you need to email out to students so they can get straight access to that team. So let's have a little look at the functions at the top here. Now, Post is just that. It's a messaging service. I think a lot of you have probably used this already with the Walton Academy team group, but it is just a typing service. One of the real benefits with students is that obviously you can leave them information, as you can see that I have done here. You can include links within that information. You can share video clips, presentations, all of that with this. But it can also be really useful if you want to catch up with them. You can ask them to log on and you can just have a text conversation. You can set them challenges to do through this, or they could even use it themselves. Probably better for Year 12 students to be doing that. But if they need to kind of ask each other certain things, they can use the text function within them. And obviously you can monitor those conversations. You write just at the bottom here, you can click on this icon here and it brings it up more like a little bit of a Word document. So if you want to put things in bold or change the font size and that sort of thing, you can do that there. You'll see here again, just like you would see on a Word document, you can attach a file. If you want to start using emojis, you can do down there. If you want to set up a meeting with this class, you can click on that now, Meet Now, and we'll come back to the meeting function in a different video. And there's lots of different things you can do here too. So if you just click on the extensions, okay, there's lots of different applications. We'll come back to how those all work as well. If I move along then at the top here, you'll see that within your class, you'll have a file section. This can be really, really useful for you to upload documents if you want them to have a look at things before you have a catch up with them. There is a class materials folder already set up. Now, one of the best things about this is it is read-only. So the students can access it, they can download their own versions, but they cannot amend those documents, but you can. Just to make things as safe and secure as possible. You can see I've already uploaded 2 different folders there for the course for Year 12. It is really easy to do. You obviously just click on upload and it will ask you which files you want to upload there. And we'll come back to having a look at that in a separate video as well. You can also set up a class notebook on Teams. This is OneNote. You will have to set up a different version to the OneNote that we're already using, but if you want to be out them to be kind of collaborative and sharing research that they've maybe done, or if you want them to be demonstrating the notes that they are taking, you can set this up here. It's very simple to do, and again, I'll show you a separate video for that. Same with assignments. Now, this can be really, really useful, especially I think with Year 12 students, where you can set the assignments on here, they can access them, they have to submit them on here, and then you can give feedback and grading if you want to as well. And the beauty of this is that it tracks it all for you. You can see who's opened the assignments, you can see who's completed them, you can track the feedback. And again, I'll be doing a separate clip on how to do that too. So there are the general functions for this team. If I just click back on general there, it goes straight back to the post section. I hope you found this really useful. If you've got any questions, please do get in touch, and thank you for watching.